Hello guys, welcome back to Life Clue. Hope you guys are doing all right. Welcome, 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 welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how far is too far. We'll be reacting to a video by the BLUETHERAPY. I'm very sure you guys have been seeing it all around. We'll be reacting specifically towards CHIOMA and Paul's relationship, not on everybody's relationship. So please share this video, share the link of the live to your friends on all your social media platforms so that they can know we are live. And thank you so much for tuning in. So, and please make sure you click the like button so that we can know we are live. So we are going to react to the video, and it's just for fun and comments. I don't know if the video is actually, if the couples are real life couples though, because so I'm going to share my screen for everyone to watch. Good evening everyone, hope we are doing all right. Please click on the like button to give this video a thumbs up so that we can know, to let people know that we are live now. Hope your weekend is going on fine. And the link to call in is pinned down in the comment section. So let's just give people like maybe a minute more to join in. How are you doing? How is your weekend going? So yeah, once again, we're going to be reacting to the BLUETHERAPY video going live around on YouTube. It's about two different couples, but we're going to be specifically reacting to CHIOMA and Paul. We're going to watch the video together, and we'll have questions, and we'll just comment, and we'll vibe together, and we'll know what we're doing. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. How's your weekend? You can comment down below so I can know you guys can hear me or something. Can you guys hear me? So that's what we're going to do today. And yeah, I think we'll start now. We'll start watching the video. I'm going to share my screen so you guys will start watching the video now. So yeah. Specifically, we're going to be talking about CHIOMA and Paul's situation. Please give this video a thumbs up so that people can know that we are live. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Donies. So let me know if you can see the video, and also if you can see the video and if you can hear the video. So
oh God, time.
Can you hear the video?
My boyfriend have been going through a lot lately. This is the last leg for us. We're really hanging in our relationship. I've seen opportunity for a social experiment, and I think that it's best we both come here and get some help.
You made me wanna melt. I've been with my partner for 3 years now. Just like everyone else, we've had our ups and downs, things happen. But coming to therapy with a camera for some social experiment, it's a red flag, to be fair. And now, she knows my perspective on this. I prefer we go to a church and we sit down with a pastor in a corner. But, us getting to this extent where we're actually here for a social experiment, it doesn't make sense. I think it's going to go south. I'm 90% sure, but at the end of the day, I'll just say, look, I told you so.
Starting out with any new project management software usually feels something like this. Where do you even start?
Hello. Hi, Denise.
Come in, sit down. Hello, Paul. How was the traffic?
Terrible.
Oh,
but we're here.
Oh.
We made it.
My name's Denise, and I'm your therapist today. Have you ever been to therapy before?
Never. We've never been. I did go online. I read how important it is about, having premarital therapy, counselling, and I do believe myself and Paul, are in dire need of some help. I wouldn't say we've deteriorated to a point of no return, but at the end of the day, we're progressing in our relationship, and I'm not entirely happy.
Okay. So, Paul, thank you for joining us. Have you got any idea of what expectations you are looking to get out of this therapy session?
I have no idea. I'm curious to find out.
Okay, that's great. Well, it's great that you're here. So, shall we start?
So, of course, this isn't my first time on camera. I'm very comfortable in front of camera. I understand Paul isn't. I didn't bring him here to embarrass him, though. This is kind of like shock therapy. It might shock him into kind of seeing that we need help, that we've actually got problems within our relationship.
I'm going to ask Chioma to just start us off. What would you like to start off with?
I love you. You do know that, right? And I feel as though we've got different views of life. So to me, Paul is very image. He puts too much emphasis on how people perceive us as a couple, how he's perceived as an individual and how I'm perceived as an individual. Currently in our relationship, we're doing a lot of patching instead of really like fixing the issues.
Okay, Paul, do you feel the same way?
I'm literally blown away. Like, I haven't even heard this before. Do you want to give more context to what you're actually saying? Because I'm a tiny bit...
Okay. Paul, for example, has a lot of friends. He has affluent friends. He feels like he has to fit in, which he might fit in as friendship, but when it comes to finances, he doesn't necessarily fit in. So if we're looking at percentage-wise and when they go out and what they spend, they can afford it. We can't. But Paul will do it anyway. And then he'll spend the next week or two chasing the bag he's blown, which now leaves me in a deficit of love. So there's neglect going on in our household.
All right, so we literally just got here. Like, we haven't been here for 5 minutes. Choma's talking about finance to the bloody Denise, someone that we don't even know. Now, first of all, there is no man that's out there with multiple accounts, crypto accounts, high interest accounts, that's going to sit down and show his girl his balance. So she doesn't even know the financial situation first.
So hang on, let me just let Paul speak regarding the image and the going out and, chasing the bag, as Chioma just said.
You know what's interesting? I actually think she's right. But let me break it down for you. I'm happy and I'm humble enough to be the brokest man in a room full of millionaires. Do you know why?
Okay.
Do you know who would have the most to benefit in that type of situation?
You would.
So that's practically how I've been able to exponentially grow my income, basically.
He's taken the whole fake it till you make it to another extent, because at the end of the day, I'm not naive to know that you are treated how you're perceived. However, be yourself. With the whole spending above your means, should I say, yes, we can afford it. I'm not saying we can't, because he's the first person to speak about finances and we need to save and we need to do this and we need to do that. But as much as, I purchase nice things, Paul does a lot of the spending. And in the past, we've had situations where he's invested and there's been no returns. So I don't feel like I need to suffer at the expense of his investing and putting himself in positions to get deals when not all the time it works out. And we're together. Do you know what I mean? We're in a relationship. We're not business partners. So I'm suffering for nothing.
Do you feel that it's an equal situation?
She just said she's suffering for nothing. Okay. So am I nothing?
That's not what I said. It's like your comprehension. This is why we're here, because anytime I bring up at home, he dismisses it.
Really?
Okay, you're not comprehending what I'm saying.
Okay.
I've literally just explained it.
Yeah. Okay, look.
Out of everything I said, you got that bit. Like, Paul's, he takes what he wants to take, he hears what he wants to hear, and he sees what he wants to see.
I'm not dismissing it right now, right? We're having a conversation. I don't know you from anywhere, but you're here. Let's have a conversation, right? So when we first started dating, she was happy with, the drive, the ambition, me taking, calculated risk here and there and gaining rewards. She's the first person to come and, say, oh, congratulations, babe, let's celebrate together. but then I've actually kept the same energy, and now it seems like she doesn't really have the same energy. So who is the person that's fallen off?
Okay, so in other words, I'm a hater.
Well,
because I still would celebrate your wins.
No, that's true. But the only thing is, let me give you an example, right? So literally, I have access to a good number of private members clubs. This is through the clients of mine. I train high net worth individuals, you know, celebrities, you name it. Now, with these membership clubs, it's not everyone that's, you know, invited. And I feel like that kind of affects CHIOMA. Whereas before, if we were going to like, you know, like a normal type of, average, maybe not average Joe, but, you know, the usual, then I'll kind of be, oh, babe, you know, come along. But when I'm actually, you know, grafting and chasing the bag, as she said, I don't really feel like she needs to be present, and she actually doesn't have an invite anyway, so.
Okay, that's not what I'm not upset that I'm unable to come to the events that you go to and to the gambling places, because it's gambling, if you ask me. It's casino, isn't it? So the clubs you guys are going to and the money you're spending, some of it is gambling, all right? Because everything he likes to say is constructive. Clubbing is not constructive. It's not beneficial to our relationship or to him. Even places like that, he places too much emphasis on how they look at him. So you're out here doing the most, buying so many bottles, paying 10K for tables, and it doesn't make sense. I'm at home being neglected. When he comes home, he goes back to work. So my point is, you're putting too much emphasis on the way they see you. Why is that? You're supposed to be impressing me, not them.
So the type of people that I deal with, they're on another level, to be fair. They're high net worth and they work really hard for themselves. Now, for me to be able to kind of be that act of service for them, you can imagine how hard I have to work. If they're calling you, you need to answer. If they're sending you a message, whether it's a text or WhatsApp, listen, you need to be on point. I'm able to give them that service.
So what do you guys think so far? Like, what do you think about our sense came out to gambling? Hello everyone, good evening. Hope you're doing all right. Those that just joined us. What do you guys think so far? What is your opinion about CHIOMA, and what is your opinion about Paul so far? We'll continue to watch the video, but we'll have to break it down bit by bit so that we can get each other's opinion and get what we want to say. Is that I'm confused? What exactly? Tell us what service. He's not saying anything. He's just saying service, people, eye class, eyebrow, everything, people. What service? People that don't like to talk about what they are doing. He did not say anything, because actually I feel like he was just going round and round and round. What is your job? What do you do for a living? Are you a trainer? Are you a this? Are you a that? You can call in. The link to call in is pinned down, so you can also call in to space your opinion also. So what do you guys think about, do you think he's a toxic person, or do you think, and okay, now I want to ask this question: what is your take on seeking counseling? Like, you know, in the beginning, flexing at the new job. Do you think, what is your take on seeking counseling? Because it's like he found it weird that she wanted to seek counseling, and he made a mention of something like, we have a counselor in the church, or in the our pastor, or the pastor is a counselor, that why can't we go to our church or something? So what do you guys take on counseling? Like, do you think it's okay to seek counseling, and do you think you have to be at the point of need, like you have to be in trouble for you to seek counseling, or is something we should all involve ourselves in so that we can get better, to balance things out? Or do you think it's until when you're in trouble, that is when you should seek counseling? Daniel says, I do bowling and multiple bottle popping for a living. Yeah, that's what he said. That's how it sounded like he's just flexing all around. So what do you guys think? What is your think of counseling? Do you think if you're in a relationship and your partner asks you to, let's see counseling, like, what would your reaction be? Okay. Hello, Kenny.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So what is your take on the video?
Okay, well, for me, I've actually seen most of it, even up until most recent episode. So I think
Okay.
I'm having a different view. But like, if it's going to be based on this one we're watching, I could only
Yeah,
speak on
just
it
based on
like a
this.
little bit, because
Yeah.
I just see, like, for the only person that has remained consistent so far is Chioma, based on the fact that she is somebody that wants to do something about whatever it is that's going on.
Mm.
I mean, like, it takes a lot to even make a decision to even see a therapist, not talk of seeing a therapist on TV. Do you understand? Like,
Yeah.
no matter how bad it is, some people will never care to talk to anyone. They feel like talking to somebody is probably like a waste of time or blah blah blah. I just see her
So
as somebody that is consistent. I mean, she really wants it to work, I guess.
okay, so if you're in a relationship, would you ever still counseling, like if there is a
Yeah,
need for
yes,
it?
yes. Like, I will. I mean,
Okay, and I want to ask also, does it like should counseling be when you're in trouble, or should it be something we do not like regularly, but like put a check in our relationship or something? Or how do you feel?
well, I think this is a very tricky question, because I mean, most people will go to see a counselor when it is bad. But when it's good, I
Mm,
feel like, except it is something like that, we started as an habit. I mean, we're going to a
mm,
relationship, and we know that from when it is good, when it is bad, we already made an habit to always speak about it, or probably see somebody and share
mm.
our, oh, like, I love our relationship is going, I love what we're doing. So when it's bad, it's easy for us to go back to talking about it being bad. But I mean, nobody wants to make that a routine in their relationship. But I feel like the most important thing that is when it always goes bad, like when it's going to go bad, we should always remember that we can actually do that. But I don't think it's something that we can plan and say, except these two individuals are people that are okay with the idea of, and they started the relationship on that note. I mean, we can't be
Okay.
dating now and you just come up on there and say, oh, let's start seeing a therapist. How do you know I want to see a therapist? Do you know? Like, I mean, you might want to see a therapist, but I'll go ahead and see a therapist. I don't have to be there. Do you understand? I mean, nobody wants to be there.
So, okay, do you think Paul was right with his attitude? Like, it just seems like he doesn't even want to be there.
Okay, okay. I understand the fact that he doesn't want to be there, but I think he's a disrespectful person. I mean, like, at least give the lady. Okay, just say you don't respect your girlfriend. Respect the person
Mm,
sitting down there. Like, you don't know her. You are saying she doesn't know
mm,
you. Yeah, she doesn't know you, and you don't know her too. Like, at least
okay.
respect is reciprocal. If you don't respect somebody, how do you want them to respect you? This person actually had to keep, because speaking from someone that's seen all like 4 episodes, I mean, like, that lady, you can it's not easy to be a therapist. I mean, this guy was just saying, even, let me not start giving spoilers, but I mean, like, he started saying rubbish, and
Okay. Okay. No problem. Thank you so much
the
for
guy is just
calling.
a fool,
Join
man.
us. Join us back on the live. Thank you. We have
Okay.
Mark on the phone now, but I want to read some of the comments. Yeah. Daniel says, "Oh yes, professional help does don't know about pastors. All of them can not all of them can be candid." Okay. Chimakali says, try to talk between you two first before seeking counseling. Can you expatiate on that? Yeah, of course, it should be an agreement between the two partners, because there's no point you going counseling and one person is not ready to even be involved. It's just like you're doing work for two people. That's how I feel. So yeah, I think I get what you're saying. Daniel said, for me, when we can't move forward or backward or back, only when I am stuck, maybe. Please, can you explain that better? I don't understand. Or if anybody understand, can the person tell us? Chimakali said, no one wants regular counseling on things they think they can fix on their own. Yeah. We all think we can fix it on our own. But actually, I believe counseling or therapy is not even helping you to fix anything. They're just there to listen to you and give you pointers on what to say. Not like they're giving pointers, but they are helping you they are pushing you. Oh yeah, speak. That's it. So if you want to call in, the link is pinned down in the comment section. Please click on it. And hello, Mark. But I have Mark here. Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Good evening. And
Good
good
evening.
evening to everyone listening. Yeah, so first of all, I want to chime in from the point where you talked about like where you asked do you think it is quite important like to have counseling like in this sort of thing. I wanted to say it will be better to replace that word with communication, right? And just like you just mentioned like some few months ago now that counselors, all these therapies, sometimes they just give you pointers and just want you to talk. Sometimes the problem is not solved, you know, because there's a whole lot of academics to it, and you know, you're just doing like professional, you are just carrying out your ethics, your professional, you are not really solving the problem. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I feel what I feel is amongst two people, what is most important is first to value the the essence of proper communication, right? And so by merely watching that video, we can see a level of discrepancies between these two people, so to say. So for me, I feel Chioma. I'm feeling she has insight because she's just basically pointing out some things, and she's like, this clubbing is not helping our relationship. You should be paying attention on me, which I totally disagree with. I'm not saying he should not pay attention, but if a man has to work, whenever he's around, then he should actually give that attention, not that he should like give it every single time, like he has something to do. But on the other hand, you also get to see, I feel the guy is some sort of like egotistic. I'm working with a lot of people, they gotta call you anytime, and you have to know that's not what she's saying. She's saying that you are not really paying attention. And I believe that to some girls, it's just like the little things that do matter to a good extent, right? So, and he's not seeing those things that she's saying. And so I feel that the both of them are in two different places. So for them in this state, having this therapy or this session now is good for them, because this is a conversation they would have had if they actually have good communication as something in their relationship. So since they don't have it, being here now is okay for them. The only benefit is if they will actually learn from it and then, you know, make amends where need be. So that is the 2 cents I have to chime in on that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So do you think it's okay to seek counseling?
Absolutely. I feel it is okay to seek counseling. There are so
Mm,
many factors to it. First, it can happen that some partners tend to internalize a whole lot of stuff, right? And that process of internalization sometimes, you know, it causes people, some people be like, it's fine, no problem. But it's not right. If something is wrong, you should be you should you should be open to discuss that,
to
even
speak
though
up.
yeah, absolutely. Even though you feel uncomfortable, or some people just say, I'm not in the mood to talk, and that is what you say every single time, right? And then it keeps piling
Yeah.
and it keeps piling. And one day you just, you know, you go out of the roof, and then when you respond, you just do it all wrong. So I'm part of the school of thought. I feel it is necessary at any point in time. If you feel something is not right, just say it, right? Say it,
Mm,
and then get it off your mind. So, but for people that don't get to do like this, right? For people who don't communicate, people who
mm.
probably are in but are not friends, so they don't have good communication skills among themselves. I feel therapy is a good counseling
It's
is important for them, because
mm,
everybody needs to be you need they need to explain some certain things to you, and and then, you know, this counseling, you know, there are stages to it. People can receive counseling prior to marriage, people can receive counseling in marriage, young people that are courting can receive counseling in courting, even in, let's say, normal relationships, people can basically, like, you know, go and receive counseling. And for the most part of it, I feel it happens when when these two partners, they don't have that compatibility as to communicate. I feel communication is the basics of every fruitful
mm,
relationship,
mm,
because when you communicate, you have understanding, And then when you have understanding, then the both partners can work together, right? So they say two can
Yeah.
work if they don't agree. Yeah, so that's what I feel.
Okay. Thank you so much. Please join us back on the live. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, thank you everyone. Same thing. So Matilda is asking how bad can it be to take relationship problems to a therapy? How bad can it be to take a relationship problem to a therapy? Anybody answer the question? Again, the link is pinned down in the comment section. You can call in to answer that question. Chimakali says at Matilda, good point too. If it was a long-term recurring problem affecting both, they both previously discussed. Okay, Matilda replied, so what is the guarantee that after the therapy they did get better? And also, do couples agree among themselves that if a problem comes up, they should seek counseling? I personally, it's not all couples that go to therapy that end up coming out better. Sometimes that might be the end of the whole relationship after the whole therapy, because some people end up saying the kind of like some things and their partner will be like, wow, so you really felt that way, those kind of things. So it's not really, therapy is not like saying that, oh, everything will end up fine. In some cases, like I'm talking of therapy, not with your pastor, like with counselors, just marriage counselors. Sometimes it ends up being that they both decide to get divorced and go their own way, like that kind of thing. So yes, and also I realized that there's now, if you can hear from the whole conversation they had on the video, you can see that Chioma is communicating, but Paul decided not to comprehend. So I think communication and comprehension goes hand in hand, because I can be saying A and the person on the other side or on the other end of the connection can be hearing B. So I also think comprehension is very, very important to understand what I'm trying to tell you, not imagining things in your head that this is what I'm trying to say. If anybody agrees with that, or if you think communication is just the only thing, let me know. Chimakali says, Chimakali, so what is the guarantee that after the therapy they did get better? And also, the couples agree among themselves that if a problem comes up, they should seek counseling. I don't believe couples agree among themselves. I just think like one of them will just feel like, oh, we need help, that we should seek counseling, and they talk to the partner. I believe it's appropriate for you to tell your partner first that let's go for counseling, than just bamboozle him or she to your therapist and say we are here for counseling. Now your partner will be like, what counseling? Because sometimes some people only feel there's only one person that feels there's a problem. The other person might not even feel like there's a problem. The other person might be enjoying the relationship and be like, everything is all good and well. Daniel says it's pretty normal to seek help, not Glasgow's relationship that one small issue will lead to break up. Communication is yeah, that's true. What I said is true. Like it's normal to seek help. Like we should learn to seek help when things are getting difficult. We should seek help, but seeking help from the right appropriate set of people, not people that don't know what they are doing. Important, very, very important. Seek help from the right set of people. Matilda says communication is an important aspect of a relationship. I don't really think receiving counseling is a pure remedy, because if you don't know how to communicate, that's just it. Yeah, yes, I understand what you're saying. I also believe that like some people need help with communication. Some people don't, like they're scared of saying some things not to all their partner and like that. So Matilda, okay. Chimakali says, Lafala, no guarantee if they take therapist advice, but the fact that therapist is not family member, or in case where it's not a pastor who they must trust, they may dish advice in long run. So there's no guarantee if you go to therapist. If you decide, it's like me as a medical doctor, I should give you drug. If you decide to take the drug, good for you. And that kind of thing. And most times therapists give you assignments. They give you assignments to do at the end of it, or at the end of your therapy session. They give you assignments. If you decide to do the assignments, fine. If you decide not to do, fine. Therapist is just there to dig in. Then it says it's not everyone that can handle therapy. First ask yourself, are you teachable? Very important. Are you teachable? Are you ready to learn? We should not be like our brother. It's just to sort the woman, like something by good points by Ruth. One partner can blindside the other with a counselor. Exactly. Like you should not do that. Let's continue with the video. Yeah, let me share it so we'll continue watching the video. So yeah.
So I'm on my way for this social experiment.
Do you trust me?
You do, but again, we're in a relationship. The problem with you is you think we're business partners. We're not. I need love as well. You know what I mean, like I've got a business, I work, but I still feed you, I still love on you, but I don't get it's not reciprocated.
Right, so hang on, Paul, do you feel that you're giving as good as you get in the love stakes?
Well, to be fair, I thought I did, but now I'm thinking to myself, like, does she trust? Do you trust me?
What?
No.
I do trust you.
Okay. If you trust me and you trust my judgment, and you know that between the both of us, we both got ourselves to the position where we are, which is a better position than we were in, why would you not continue to trust the process?
Because you've eradicated the whole love aspect of our relationship.
I'm
a woman. I'm not wood. Do you understand? Like, I've got a heart.
Now, this is the problem that I have with women, right? Like, for example, with Chioma and I, when we first started, she knows I'm hardworking. I was doing X, Y, Z, what I had to do, okay? Everything was fine. She was happy I've got a hardworking guy. Okay, hug, kiss. Okay, cool. Nowadays, when I'm coming back late, the same person's complaining, asking me, where am I coming from? And I'm thinking, what? Fair enough, I don't work overtime and I'm doing other things on a different level, but I'm the same person. So why would you question it?
Can I just ask, what's the last loving thing you did for
Denise?
Yeah, Denise.
Look, we're not going to play the whole turn each other against each other. When's the last time you bought flowers? Look, forget about all of that. Let's get down to what it is now. Just to briefly go over this, right? As far as I understand, you've been called, or employed rather, to basically help us in our relationship to get better, right? Okay. So how do you think you're doing so far?
Okay, first, don't be rude.
It's a genuine question.
That's uncalled.
It's a genuine question.
Okay, I can answer that, Chioma, don't worry. The fact is that I'm here to enable you to see through the fog that may be there at the moment. I'm not here to give you an answer. I'm just helping you discover what's going on.
Okay. What's your success rate in terms of like couples that have been to your therapy sessions and have gone on to get married?
Well, I think you've already done your research.
I did research and I found out that a lot of people gave you good reviews. A lot of them have actually gone on to get married. A lot of them have resolved their situation. Be open-minded. I feel like people get results from you if they're open-minded.
Babe, she didn't answer the question. What's your success rate? I need percentages. I deal with figures.
I'm afraid I don't work in figures. I work in people. And when people come back, it's because they're seeing results. So as far as I'm concerned, things are working.
So if we came back to your session, that means it's working.
Well, you sign up for a certain number of sessions and then we discuss whether you need to do...
So there's more than one?
He's being very rude and I really don't understand why. She's just doing her job. I'm quite happy with the service we're getting so far. So I don't know why he needs to calm down a little bit because I'm getting irritated at this point.
You're being very dismissive.
No.
At the end of the day, Paul is making me feel less than. Okay, he's very judgmental with the whole image thing. So if I don't do what he does, then there's a problem. One thing I'm not going to continue to do is be with a man. Not saying that I want to leave this relationship, but I can't continue to be in a relationship with someone who makes me feel less than or makes me feel like I'm in the wrong every single time.
Babe, okay. If we're both kind of in line in terms of our goals and our visions, then I would assume that we'd both basically be on the same page. Is that wrong, Denise?
No, it's good when couples are on the same page, but are you on the same page?
Are you Oscar?
I'm asking both of you. Do you think you're on the same page?
I feel as though we are on the same page with certain things, but again, as much as Paul says I like to nag, he has a lot of issues with things that I do.
Me and Jamal argue all the time about his phone and social media. He's literally in love with.
So what do you guys think so far? The guy is very rude, actually. Like, very, 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 very over rude is worrying this guy. Like, why? How will you be asking her what is your success rate? Ask her. Don't ask her. So what? So far, so good. What do you guys think? Do you guys think should your partner know about your finances before marriage? In the first clip, he was talking about why should I tell her about my finances? That kind of thing. Like, is she supposed to know? The guy cannot even pinpoint what he's doing in the first place. So I don't even expect him to even know about his finances because, like Daniel said in one of the comments, he said something about the guy is flexing, which I think is true. The guy is just flexing. He doesn't know anything. Bilukisi said very, very rude. Very, very rude, actually. Very rude. Yeah, the couple can split if they are not yet married. That's the funny thing. They're not even married. Like, they're not even married. Like, go your way, I go my way. Let everybody, Daniel says the ego for me. Yeah, that guy is just very, I don't know. See finish his love, Sha. How is see finish love? No respect, man. They are both not on the same page. Exactly. They're not both on the same page. So do you guys think your partner should know about your finances? Because it was saying something about, oh, why should my partner know about this thing? Why should she know? And I'm like, why shouldn't she know? If there's a word like that or there's an English like that, why shouldn't she? She's your partner, so she should know about your finances. Or is it just that I felt that way? Like, the guy has no respect for woman at all. Very, very at all. Man, Matilda says, yes, I did love to know about my partner's finances, and I did also tell mine. Like, even my friends know myself. Exactly. I think it's right for your partner to know about your finances. If you are owing debt and I marry you now, and the debt is now under both of us' name, and I'll be the one working to pay up your debts. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but I think it's very important. You should be able to trust your partner with your financial info. Exactly. Yes, I believe so too. You should be able to tell your partner about, okay, this is it. This is it. If the person wants to stay, fine. If the person does not want to stay, fine. Are you in the school of thought that says fake it till you make it? What is your thoughts was that fake it till you make it? If you want to call in, please click on the link in the pin down in the comment section so you can call in. So what do you guys think about those people that believe fake it till you make it? And where should we draw the line when it comes to fake it till you make it? If you have any story about that, you can call in and let us know. What do you guys think? Fake it till you make it. Do you actually do that? Do you think it's okay to do that? Do you think it's right to do that? I don't know. And if you believe it is right, if you're in that school of thought, then where should we draw the line? Where should we draw the line? Like, in the fake it till you make it aspects. Fermi, where are you working to? Hello, Ifoma Michael. Daniel says it works sometimes, but there is a line, sharp before you are proud to your helper. Yeah, there is a line, but where should we know when to draw the line? I don't know. Like, I feel like if you're saying fake it till you make, what do you guys think? Do you guys see it as, for those that believe, like, why? Like, Daniel, how does it help? That's what I want to understand. And is there a difference between packaging and fake it till you make it? Is packaging the same thing as fake it till you make it? Because I want to understand. If you're there, please let us know.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, good evening. How are you doing?
Fine, fine. No. How far?
I'm fine. Have you been watching the clip?
No, I I just logged like I'm at work.
Okay. Oh, no problem. What is your thought on fake it till you make it?
Well, I think it doesn't make too much sense. Like,
So do you agree with that statement when people say fake it till you make it?
no, because you have to be yourself, right? So at the end of the
Mm,
day, when you make it, you have to present the same front you were when you were faking it. So
mm,
how well or how consistent are you going to be
mm.
after faking it? So at the end of the day, it will all look like a facade, and it will discredit
Yeah.
who you are normally.
Mm. Okay. So you don't agree with the
That's
fake
it.
it till you make it. I wish maybe as you
No.
continue, you'll be able to understand more of what, because most of what we have been saying is based on the clip that we are watching,
Okay.
which will continue very soon. So yeah, please continue to watch and join us.
Okay.
You can
Yeah,
call
I'll
him
be
back. Yeah, thank you very much.
sure.
So Daniel says it's works sometimes, but there is a line, Sha, before you approach your helpers. Chimakali says for peace, be straightforward, especially on finances. Exactly. Fermi says fake it till you make it. 99% of the time is backfires. I agree. So like when you fake it till you make it, like when do you stop? I just think there's never an end to it, because you just have to keep. It's like telling lies. You have to use a lie to cover up a lie, so you keep lying like forever. I think Matilda says I am here to learn. Please, what is fake itself and what is make it? It depends on what the goal is. What the goal is. Fake it till you make it is, from my own understanding, is those that I don't even know how to explain. They fake it till they make it. They behave as such when they are not something. They behave like they are something when they are not something. Whoever can explain, please comment, or you can call in to explain properly so we can understand. There is a difference. So, really? There's a difference between packaging and fake it till you make it. Okay, explain more, because sometimes I mix them up. Daniel said, for example, I am looking at the business part, not your personal life. For example, I am looking at the business part, not your personal life. I am lost there. Sorry if I don't get you. Chimakali say, in packaging, you have it, you just change presentation. Oh, okay. Now, so in fake it, you make it, it's like you're telling a lie. Is that what we're saying? In package, oh, yeah. Why are you guys not showing your faces now? Call in and show your face. Let's see your face. Fake it till you make it is equals to forming. That's true. You're forming if you're faking it. The moment you do it for clout, that's the line for me. If you can't fake it to actually make it and not for growth. Yeah. So there's a line to this, like Daniel just said, the moment you're doing it for clout. So pretense, yeah, it never works. No one should fake it. I believe so too, but there are some people that sometimes it works. Like Daniel says, sometimes it works. Like it works for some people, and for some people it doesn't. But I just feel like there should be a line. There should be a clear line. I think we'll continue back watching the video. Before that, I just want to ask also, what do we really think Chioma's problem is with this guy? What, like, from what you watched so far, what do you actually think Chioma's problem was? Okay, let's continue watching, then we'll come back to this question after this. So yeah, let me share the screen.
Okay. So, Paul, just give me a little bit of your background. What business you're in?
Yes.
Yeah, answer the question, babe.
So what does my business have to do with the relation? Just asking.
I just wondered, whether that was influencing the way
I'm
that
a
you deal
provider.
with life. Sorry?
I'm a provider.
What is it that you do? I don't understand. Just
I don't see how this is going to help our relationship in the long term. This is the problem that I have, right? Look, with this Denise lady, I just feel like she's just asking lots of intrusive questions that doesn't really relate to the situation at hand. She's asking me, what do I do? Like, I make money. That's what I do. Like, it's a silly question. What do you want from me? You understand? You're here for a certain purpose to help with the relationship. Do that. If you can't do that, then you're not of use for me. The whole point is she's here, right? And I got her here. We've been together for 3 years.
you got me here.
No, well, not here specifically, but I mean, in terms of the journey, we've been together for a long time. I've managed to sustain our relationship financially, if that's the question you're asking.
No, I wasn't. I was simply wondering what motivated you and how you work together.
Without telling you too much, I literally work with high net worth individuals, influencers, celebrities, you name it, provide them with basically nutrition as well as fitness. I also run an IT business, which, I work with potentially, really influencers, brands. Yeah, more of the upscale, basically.
So you're a very busy man.
I am.
Even if there's nothing to do, Paul will tell his friends I've just done some. No, you haven't. Like, chill, relax. Like, you're not busy 24/7. Even the busiest person has time, Paul.
And do you do anything together? Any, hobbies that you do together?
Aside from on our laptops in the same room, maybe. When we started dating, we used to like the same music. He was more fun. Now I don't even know who's sitting next to me, to be honest.
And how do you feel?
I think that's BS.
It's BS.
Look, music. I'm a Burna Boy fan. You used to be, but now
I still like Burna Boy.
WizKid. Like, that doesn't make sense. If you like something, just stick to,
First of all, you've changed, babe. You didn't like what you liked 5 years ago. I know that because of the food, simply the food that you eat. Okay, so people change. I still like Burna Boy, but I prefer WizKid. It doesn't mean that it has to be your way. This is a problem with you. Like, if it's not your way, it's the highway.
No, this is the problem with you. You don't keep the same energy. Do you understand? When we first started dating, you know what type of energy I was on. Do you understand? You know the frequency that I was taking us to.
Okay, answer the question she asked us. What do we do together aside from work that is meaningful? Is that what you said?
Let me tell you what we do, right? Every 28 days, we have a couples review, right?
Oh,
so how the couples review works is we basically, go over our individual and collective plans, goals, targets, and we kind of, make like a checkbox type of situation, and we mark stuff off, help each other out with whatever it is that we need help with, and it's worked basically in our relationship.
It hasn't worked.
So as we said before, obviously 9 to 5, fitness guy, yeah? Okay, well, fitness.
What is your thoughts so far? Couples review. What do you guys think? Would you implement that in your relationship? Keep the same energy, please. Let's keep the same energy in this life by clicking the like button and sharing it to your friends and family. So, what do you guys think? First off, I think I asked the question before we left. What do you guys really think Chioma's problem is? Like, what do you think she's actually demanding? Because I commend her. Because if I'm with that guy, we'll be waking up every morning, fighting, punching each other. Because that's the only way to keep the energy. Chimakali says, I think Chioma wants more attention from him, basically. True. Wait, what people change? With music, self, it's not always the same artist you like all. No, she should keep the same energy. Yeah, she's not allowed to like anything new. Just be the same way. Don't grow, don't change your thoughts and anything. You treat Chioma like a secretary, not a girlfriend. Exactly. I actually agree with that. I don't think this guy is seeking relationship. I think he's just seeking administrator relationship, someone to keep him in check, to keep the books going, finances going, and all that. And unfortunately, there was a fling. That's all I have to say. He wants to be in charge always. Yeah, he's that kind of person. He wants to be the one. Like, yes, he wants it to be like, I'm the man. I'm the man. Say no to. This guy doesn't adapt to change easily. There are people like that. It is always difficult with them. Even with music, like his excuses are just, to me, I don't even know what to say. So I believe Chioma's problem is just she felt neglected. She just wants attention. This guy is treating her like a bank man, like Chima Kali says, a secretary, somebody that's just there to keep the books going, just to show that he has a girlfriend. To me, that's all I would say. So what would you guys actually, will you ever take on board couples review in your relationship? Please, somebody should even explain to me what couples review is. You now come and see that every month. When you're not in a company and say, let's check the books. Are we keeping balance? Are we up to date to our what is it called? Our goal? Are we making the profits we are supposed to make every month? And where can we do better? Please, how would you ever put that, like couples review? Why would you even call it that? Like, it's normal to discuss about your relationship, to talk about, oh, how can we do better and stuff, but putting the term couples review, it makes it sound like it's like school that they're asking review, work review, examination review, whatever it is. But let's say Chioma wants more quality time and genuineness. Yes, I think so too. Couples review, no. They should know. He said they should know. You can only say growth review, not couples. Yes, like I think it's just normal to actually talk with your partner, like, okay, with your boyfriend. Oh, how can we do better? What are we doing wrong? Like to improve. That's normal. Every adult or every person should seek growth. It's essential as a human. But using the term couples review, it's like you reviewing an hotel and giving it 5-star and 4-star. So when you give it 4-star, that means you're not going back to the hotel again. Or Airbnb or whatever you decide. Omo Layo. Hi, good day. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. And please click the like button. And if you're yet to subscribe, if you're new, please subscribe. Thank you. Chimakari says that is aggravating the communication in a relationship. Exactly. What's couples review? I think there can be talks, random talks. Calling it couples review is just overboard, my opinion. See, I just see the guy as somebody that wants to do everything officially. You're coming to couples therapy. You want suit of 2,000K. As if you are going to see Obama. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know what couples review is, and I think most people don't even want to take that, but it is normal as human to see growth in your relationship. So let's continue watching this video and let's see what we can add. If you want to call in, please do call in. Hello, Kenny.
Hello.
Yes, you have
Okay.
something to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know how she even managed to even stay till this time, because I feel like I can see it's contagious. Like the relationship itself, the toxicity, if that's the word. Like, I mean, how can you be with somebody like this that doesn't even value other women as it is, and is calling something couples review? Like, how do you? The
As
thing is,
in,
using the word itself or even bringing that into your relationship will make you walk on eggshells, because you cannot be yourself again. Because so when it's time for couple review, you'll not say, oh, Chioma did this. Oh, I did. No, like, you mean, like, that's just like you are in jail and somebody is watching your every move. The moment you commit one crime, back to the old. Like, it doesn't work that way.
like
I mean,
Daniel says, that should we ask Chioma if they have attendance in their house? Because at this
exactly.
point,
Because like this is already too much. Why? What is couples review? Even let me tell you, I still blame Chioma for like okay, maybe it's coming out wrong, but I mean I blame her for being with this guy. That's all I can say. This is nonsense.
His love.
Rubbish. The opposite. Like I didn't even think this guy is compatible with anybody. This is not even about Chioma. I mean anybody that will accept this kind of toxicity, I accept is very toxic because maybe you want to be
couples
controlled.
review.
They'll get couples judge too. Now it's complaining about couples review. They're talking about and it's complaining about therapists. It doesn't want couples
Thank
review, it's
you.
complaining about therapists.
Thank you. Like, so in the couples review, who is even giving the review? Like, who is giving the star? Because I don't understand. I'm not sure it's the one. Exactly. It's going to be the one giving 5-star, 4-star. Chioma, last week you got a 4-star. This week you are improving. I think you should get a 4-star. Next week, oh my God, what you did last week was terrible. You get 2-star. So improve more.
The therapy will not help this relationship. I can put my money on it. This relationship is going. It's not going anywhere. It has gone down.
Oh God!
It's not like it's just going down. It has gone down.
Anyways, thank you.
Only God can save
it. Only God. Thank you so much for joining us. Please continue to join us back. If you want to call in, please call in. The link to call in is pinned down in the comment section. Please click on it to call in. Thank you very much. So Ifeoma says, well, for those guys, they have their different takes in life. I think they are both okay, but different. Yeah, they're both okay. That's all I'm going to say. But Paul, are you sure you're okay? Then there's okay, exactly, Kenny. Yeah, like Fermi laughing. She Matilda says she got a lot of patience. Like she has to be very, very patient. So let's continue watching and let's see what is going on. Please give this video a thumbs up if you're here to, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ruth and this is Life Crew, and we're happy to have you by you subscribing to the channel.
On the same page?
Of course. We're on the same page as we've been. We're always on the same page because all Paul cares about is if our finances have grown, if our savings has grown. Aside from that, if we're still arguing, nothing changes. Do you understand? If it's the point that I'm cleaning up the whole damn house, as well as having a 9-to-5 and a business, nothing's changed. He doesn't have an input in personal stuff. It's just about work. So if it's about working, then I understand, yeah, the review works.
So tell me, Paul, before you got involved with Chioma, how did you run your household?
Well, obviously, everything was self-sustainable, self-managed. However, at the end of the day, I think the question that you should be asking Chioma is if she is getting into a relationship with a person like myself, I don't want to say bringing to the table, but...
What am I bringing to the table?
No, I'm not saying that you don't bring anything to the table. I'm saying you need to let her know that there's certain things that are expected when she's receiving, you know, a certain frequency.
Okay, so first of all, I contribute to the bills. I'm doing my own. I take care of myself. Of course, he buys me things, but I'm going out to shop for myself. I'm also taking care of the home and him. Yeah, he might do most of the finance, but I'm bringing a lot to your life, and without me, you will be in deficit, you'll be lacking some things, okay? Let's not get confused. I work, okay? Paul does not finance me completely. Does that make sense? Yes, he earns significantly more than I do, but he doesn't finance me, all right? So if you're talking about me becoming a housewife, clearly, because you're talking about finances and me bringing something to the table, what's wrong with being a housewife? Was that the plan we had when we first met?
It's a genuine question.
I don't want to be a housewife. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want to be a housewife. I have a choice. Does that make sense? If I wanted to be a housewife, I would have become a housewife. That's what you keep pushing for me to do. That's not what I want to do, babe. Okay?
Denise.
He used to clean his own house and change his sheets and cook for himself. We just moved in together 6 months ago, and all of a sudden that has now become my duty and mine alone. Bearing in mind, both of us are busy.
Now, with myself, I'm an earner. Do you understand? I will go out and I will come back and I'm bringing the bacon for real. Do you understand? If that's the case, and I'm able to provide for the both of us and kids in the future from now, why would she stress herself being out, trying to earn the same thing that I already have? Sit down. Let's figure out something. I want to come home with a check and say, babe, how should we invest this?
And did you notice that things had changed once CHIOMA moved in?
In terms of how I behave.
You became lazy.
No. Let's not be toxic, babe. Look, this is what it is, right? How can I put this? If let's say last client finished by like 9:30, so okay, whereabouts am I? The Bulgari, Knightsbridge, right? 10 minutes from home. 20 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes from home. So if she gets home, she finishes at 5 roughly, and she's home roughly, maybe not 5:30, traffic or that, maybe 6, and I get home 9:30. Have you made a plan? Don't you think it's a bit practical to kind of consider that your partner may be coming home? But wait, this is for you, Denise. Do you think that
I can understand what you're saying, and there does seem to be a few hours to spare. However,
no, don't do it. Tell her that.
No, I'm not here to tell anyone, just so you understand. I'm here to listen.
You just agreed with what I said.
No, it's not a case of agree. I said I understand. No, but just the way therapy works is you two discuss things, and I'm an intermediary. So I don't.
That's not what's happening. What's happening is, if she comes up with a point, you're quick to say, yeah, Paul, what do you think about it? And then when you clearly agree with me on something, you're not asking her the same question. Right. What's going on?
So can I just say, bear with me, the reason that I go to you with a question is because you're not being vocal. CHIOMA is being very vocal. You're being vocal now, but the reason I was bringing everything back to you was because you weren't being vocal. And it's great to hear that now you have got things to say, because that's why we're here, is it not?
What the hell? Like, are you trying to gang up on me on something? I'm paying for your service. You should serve it equally. Do you understand? Like, make it make sense.
It's interesting to see the way that you both react. Can you see that you're reacting to each other?
Yeah, it's like every time I say something, he always has a rebuttal. Like, you never.
Ah, God. Please. I don't know what to say. Like, I just believe this guy simply wants an housewife. Simple and short. He just wants an housewife, and there's a miscommunication somewhere. Like Chibakali says, advising the therapist. Like, who needs advice? Is it him or the therapist? Because I don't understand at this point. Martina says, shake my head. This is pure miscommunication. He wants a housewife. She ain't the one for him. Exactly. Imole Aye says, he said, why will she be trying to make the same money as me? Like, why would you actually ever think so? Why would she be making as much money? To what end? Dennis is always understanding. Like, thumbs up for all the therapists. CHIOMA should leave the guy. Find a guy with a character that matches with her. Yeah. I think, thank God they are not married, because should have missed it in life. And no prayer, and we'll just be praying for her, and fasting. Not based solely on money. Paul also has low tolerance. He should work on his tolerance with people. Yeah, he should work on his tolerance with people. So that's so far so good. And do you guys think, do you believe in love languages? I want to know if you guys believe in love. Okay, I think we need to watch the next clip for you to understand what I mean by that, more of that. Let's continue to the next clip. Please, if you're yet to click the like button, please make sure you do. And if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. You're welcome to Life Clue. We love to have you here. I will do this every second and last Saturday of the month. Yes, that's what we do. So now we'll continue with the other part, and
the same time, I respectfully, the way she conducts herself isn't managed fully. The damage control isn't really there.
Pardon?
And respectfully, I said respectfully.
I kind of expected him to come up with this. Okay, let's get into it. I know he's going to bring up Instagram and how I carry myself and how people see me. And I'm tired. Like, we have this conversation once every week. So, but yeah, let's get into it.
Damage control, what does that mean?
How can I put this? It's one thing to be in a platform to kind of, showcase yourself. However, if it's then inappropriate what you're doing and it's online, that kind of affects the both of us.
You're lying. You're lying now. Because how do I not conduct myself appropriately online?
Okay, cool. Random example, right? True story. So, Chioma goes out with her girls, right? Cool. All right. No.
Oh, no.
No. We're in therapy. Let's have the conversation, right?
Anyway.
This is a safe place, right?
Yeah. Oh, everything that's said in here stays in these four walls.
Everything. I believe you. All right. Look, Chioma goes out with the girls. So on this night, obviously we have mutuals. I know you're familiar with how Instagram works in terms of the stories. You watch one, it goes over to the other automatically.
Do you follow her? Or did you go on her page and click on her story?
No, we have mutuals. I probably follow her. What? She's your friend. Just familiarity. Maybe I shouldn't be for her, I don't know, but it was there, I saw it. So long story short, Chioma went out with the girls. I was on my Instagram just flicking through stories of my clients because I have clients that are influencers, right? So the next slide that came along was, I literally saw Chioma doing a crazy new dance or whatever, and it was inappropriate. It was very disrespectful. Listen, very disrespectful, and it was inappropriate. And I feel like she was over-sexualizing herself, respectfully. When it comes to like social media, Snapchat, Instagram, and stuff like that, with Chioma, like she can be respectful generally, but at the same time, she's kind of like a mixture between like cute / bite me, if you know what I mean. I don't mess with that. It's basically like a first trap.
Do you understand this situation that he's talking about?
Yes, I know the exact situation he's talking about. So I went out with my girls. We went to the club and I was having fun. I was dancing. I was having
That's
fun.
what they call it now.
I was having fun and I was dancing. I wasn't twerking or anything like that. But
Twerking?
I was dancing.
See?
I was dancing. He says I was twerking. That's why that's the only reason as to
I
why.
didn't see it. Did I mention twerking?
You didn't need to mention it now, but that's your point, right, babe? Because you've spoken to me about this.
You mentioned twerking. I didn't mention twerking. Denise. Okay.
I was dancing with my knees bent. Let's just say that. My friend was recording the environment and I was in that video for 1 second or less than that, okay? I didn't post it onto my page because I know how my man is. I'm not ready to go home and argue. I don't want any conflict. At the end of the day, I don't want anything. I wasn't dancing on a man and I wasn't over-sexualizing myself. I was having fun. He now has an issue with that. Why? And why is that something I need to apologize for?
So tell me, when you go out with your friends, sometimes it could be seen that if you're at the bar having a drink, if someone took a picture, it might look like you are chatting to somebody in an inappropriate way.
No, but you know what? I'll tell you something. A picture paints 1,000 words, right? Now, 1,000 words, if you're educated like myself, once you digest it, you understand what it means. So all it takes is 1 second for me to see 1 or 2 moves that I know, okay, something's going on. Yeah, she's trying to do something.
I was dancing.
Okay. If you didn't post it on your page, why would you let your friend post it on her page?
First of all, it's not like she was videoing me. She was videoing the area. I was in, babe, how many seconds was I in that video for?
I don't know.
The only reason as to why I didn't post it was because I know how he is, but I have every right to do that. And if I wanted to post it, I would have posted it.
That's inconsiderate.
That's just what it is.
That's inconsiderate.
Me and my girls respect ourselves. I respect myself. I don't embarrass him online, nor do I embarrass myself. So all of this is controlling. I feel like he's a little bit narcissistic, but I'm not going to put up with this shit because I know how I carry myself and it's very respectful. So he can drop that.
Jamal, you were the one that reached out to come to therapy. Was there anything in particular that you wanted to talk about?
So yeah, I've experienced therapy before. I've done a solid
and I believe, oh, sorry, now can you hear me? I was on mute. So yeah, we've heard what they have to say. We're going to be concentrating on the other couple. We'll do that another time. We're just going to concentrate on Chioma and Paul for tonight. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do we believe love languages in love languages, and do we think it's important to have the same thing with your partner? Because it's like Chioma wants more of quality time, and Paul is more of gifts paying her. That's why I'm saying, what do you bring to the table? That's why I can afford all the things you want. So yeah, I believe you guys can hear me now. So okay, hello. Okay, thank God. Hello, Ifeoma. Okay, we'll continue. So yeah, you can call in once again. You can click on the link is pinned down on the comment section to call in. Just click on it and it will directly lead you here. Yes, you'll be able to call in. So what do we think about that? So I want to ask, do you feel jealous? Let's talk about the whole Instagram thing. Do you feel jealous when someone of the opposite sex compliments your partner? Do you feel jealous? Like, how do you feel? Chimakali says love language doesn't have to match, but each should know. But each partner should know the other person's love language. So it's trying to say love languages does not have to match, but your partner should be able to know your love language. To me, most people, when you are in a relationship at the beginning, whatever the person is doing to you is actually their love language. It's actually how they know how to show love. That's what is, because that's what they like. So that's how they show the love to you. So we're going to Chimakali also says love languages do not have to match, but each partner should know the love language of the other person. Yes, we got you there. Thank you. We're going to add Ifeoma on the call. Ifeoma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So, what is the question now?
We're talking about love languages. Like, how important do you think love languages is, and do you think your partner, you should have the same love language as your partner?
Well, to be honest, I think love languages are it's a facade. It's irrelevant. Like,
Really?
the concept of love languages are irrelevant. Yeah, because the term or the context assumes that is what the person responds to the most. So, but if you look at the basis of love is supposed to be all encompassing. So love is not supposed to be restricted to certain characteristics. So that's the first one. The second one, the second reason why I think it's irrelevant is that most people tell you, oh, my love language is receiving gifts. That's not a love language. If your love language is receiving gifts, you should go and look for Santa Claus and fall in love with him. Not somebody's child that's looking for who to share an emotional connection with. So it's not really how do I put it, feasible. So what if the person's is receiving gifts now? Does the price of the gift tell whether you would like receiving gifts, or would your love language change when the person does not know how to give you the gifts that you like? So if the person gives you a flower, for example, are you going to appreciate it because it's a gift? Or are you going to say, oh, your mates are buying iPhones for their girlfriends or their boyfriends? So it's not consistent. And for something to be termed love, it has to be consistent. There has to be a high level of consistency and all-encompassing nature to it.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think when people say love language is like that's how they perceive love. That's how they like acts of service. They feel more loved when you give them some people that have call it that their love language is quality time. They feel better like when you give them time compared to you buy me gifts. If you buy me gifts, that doesn't mean I don't love you, but like I'll prefer you to spend more time with me than buy me gifts. Do you understand? I think that's what the whole love
No,
language
but
is.
I understand. I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean, but it is part of what I mean by all encompassing. So the love languages should be love itself. So that love is supposed to have all those things: physical touch. Okay, so if your love language is physical touch, and your partner has to travel, are you going to go and start looking for physical touch from someone else?
No.
Do you understand
I
what I
believe
mean?
I get what you're saying, but the whole, of course, in a relationship, you do everything. All the whole love languages there. People, you do that. But it's just that specific one is how I feel more loved. Like, that's how more I perceive love. Do you get? Because of
Well,
that
if we're
specific
going
one.
to go by that, okay, I understand what you mean, but if we're going to go by that concept, then probably the love language, a person's love language should be the language that they would expect to get the least. So it's just like that your special food or your special clothes that you wear during Christmas only.
No.
Like the first time you wear your clothes is during Christmas, or what makes something special is scarcity, right? In a way. So
Yeah.
for something to be very valuable, it has to be scarce. So that love language should be something that is valuable, and if it's valuable, it should be the scarcest love language you receive. So
No,
if
no,
your
no,
love
no,
language
no.
is giving gifts, it means your partner does not give you gifts every day. Your partner can give you gifts once a month or once in 2 months, and then you appreciate it very well because okay, this is very valuable to you, and you feel very loved when the person does it for you. Do you understand what I
No.
mean? So, but even
Yeah,
with that context, it's not consistent, and
I
consistency is
get
the key with love.
I get what you're saying, but if you know that I love something, I love this, you'll be doing that more of that. Do you get? If you know I like receiving gifts, it's not like now you should not be buying me
Okay,
gifts
so
every
okay,
day.
alright. So let me ask. You are in love with someone, but you can't buy them gifts. You should break up with the person because you cannot meet their love language.
No, why? Do you know gifts doesn't have to be like you're buying $1 million something. I believe
That's
for
what we are
those
saying.
that
Most people, when they tell you
I
that
believe
that is their
those
love
people.
language, that's what they mean.
No.
It means
Okay, now
expensive things.
let's not talk even gifts. I believe the person that his or her love language is gifts is not going to be that alone. Anyways, so but I understand what you're saying. Thank you so much. So what okay, yeah, I think that was the question actually. I think
Yeah.
that's the question.
As for this, they are fake it till they make it, and for Chioma and Paul, their problem is not compatibility. They're very compatible, but they are in two different parts of their lives. Chioma is still living the baby girl lifestyle. If you watch episode 4, I don't know. I don't want to give a spoiler,
No,
but
we're
if you watch
just trying
episode 4,
to
you would
go.
understand exactly what.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Please join us back on the live and keep watching. If you want to call back, you can call. And if you want to call, please make sure you click on the comments pin down. You see the click to call. So Chimakali says love languages doesn't have to match, but each partner should know the love language of the other partner. Yes, yes, that's true. Depends on what you call jealousy. Oh, I think you're answering the question about that I said. Let me try and get it up. Do you feel jealous when someone of the opposite sex compliments your partner? That is the jealousy I'm talking about is the way Brother Paul was talking about it. That was what I mean by jealousy. We have Fermi on with us now. Matilda said no, mustn't necessarily have to be the same love languages, but they should be able to express your love languages, your partner's love language. That's the compromise what we have to make. Yes. Daniel says, what if I don't understand your love language? you don't have to understand it, but you sure it's because you love the person. I think. So Kenny says, I mean, who wants their food taken away from them while eating? I know this illustration no makes sense, but that's the closest thing to it. Okay. Chimakali says there are some tests for that. Yes, there are some tests for love languages, 5 love languages. I believe if you search online, you can find out. And also, you yourself, think about it. Know yourself well. You should know your love language. How do you perceive love? Love language test. Okay, that's the name of the test, called love language test. Yeah, there's a test for it so we're going to pick up Jesus boy. How are you doing?
I did already knock.
Princess of Africa.
My aunt they pay me. I don't they knock for the door since.
Sorry. So what do you have to say to this?
So what?
To brother Paul and brother Chioma.
They are both not all right, I beg. My head is paining me from their videos.
So okay, I think we'll move to the next question, which says, do you feel jealous when someone compliments your partner? Someone of the opposite sex compliments your partner. And I'm talking in regards to how Chioma, what Paul was saying, that that somebody will comment on our picture and then she will put love emoji, heart emoji, and all this kind of thing. And then he will not ask her to go. She said he will ask her to go and delete it.
I just feel that maybe he's kind of insecure. That's what I would just say. Because for me, I don't see anything wrong in like an opposite sex complimenting like each other. But if you know that maybe they are like a couple, or like Chioma and Paul, let's assume Paul doesn't mind. Anybody who is going to be complimenting on the Chioma's page, there should be a limit. Like you know when like you are going too far. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, you should know when you are going too far. Like you should know that this person is already taken already. So your comments, you should just be limited. You can just say, oh, maybe you like the hairstyle or the dress, not like going overboard on your comments. But if she were to be single, you can do your comments, shoot your shot, and all of that. That's basically all I think.
Okay, yeah. No problem. Thank you so much. Please join us back on the live.
Sure.
So yeah, everybody has something to say about. Thanks to Fermi, he already said there should be a limit to the whole commenting, so it doesn't. Yeah. So, but about the love language, I think that would be a very good live show topic because a lot of people are saying something and some people are saying another thing. Yeah, you can check your love language, take your love language test by checking love languages test online, Google. Chimakali let us know that, so you can do that. The next physical touch is for married people. Matilda says, I don't think so. I don't think it changes. How do you mean? He is trying to reply to when Matilda says people change and the love languages also changes. So yeah, I think we should talk about love language in another live show. That would be very, very interesting. That would be a very interesting topic. Then at Masida, Kenny says, yes, that's true. Even as adults, we had a lot of plans that didn't happen and we had to place our focus somewhere else. That's how we have been programmed. Finally, says we finally see someone's face. That's Jesus boy. He's insecure. Yeah, yes, we can say that. Ifeoma says, well, I don't think the compliments are the problem. The partner's response is usually the issue. I personally wouldn't like to date someone that others wouldn't compliment, but I wouldn't be insecure. Yes, like people complimenting your partner, don't you feel like you should feel like, that's my partner, like that I go market, like I carry my eyes to the market and I bought a good. You are not buying the person, so, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. So we're going to continue to watch the video and let's see. Yeah. I'm going to please click on the like button if you're yet to, and make sure you subscribe if you're new here. We'd like to have you to join us on Life Clue. Give this video a thumbs up if you're yet to. So, yeah, let's continue.
Tell me,
I'm not really understanding.
when he gives you these gifts, what?
Slightly, but now it's completely down the drain. Like,
Oh.
No.
Partying, you're clubbing, you're going to come back to me, correct?
Yeah.
I trust you and I feel as though you wouldn't cheat. So why don't you give me that?
Go out socially in a group of people?
Of course.
He does. He goes out, he gets tables with his friends, and he has these women, single women, sipping his champagne and dancing on him on his table.
No, not dancing.
I don't have an issue with that because I know you're just partying, you're clubbing, you're going to come back to me, correct?
Yeah.
I trust you and I feel as though you wouldn't cheat. So why don't you give me that same trust? Because I'm dancing, I'm humiliating myself and I'm humiliating us as a couple. Come off your high horse. I'm so, like, this is what I mean. He has issues.
So Paul, Chioma's
so
just said that
annoying.
you go out and you spend money on champagne
course.
and you have young ladies sitting around.
Of course.
Is that what happens?
Yeah. But I have an explanation, right? So look at it like this now. As I have mentioned, or she mentioned, I have affluent people that I associate myself with. Also my clients are quite wealthy too. If I'm going to a club, right, with a couple clients or a person that I'm looking to make a client, am I going to stand at the bar? Not
I
really.
don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you, that's not how business works. I would potentially want to maybe not wow the person, but create a standard. These people that I work with and deal with are used to a certain standard of living. Now, if you want to get business from people like this, you kind of need to be able to show that you understand certain things. Does this make sense? So if I then go over to a club and I'm trying to woo a client and we're there standing by the toilets, yeah, I'm not getting the deal. No, facts. I will not get that deal. Coming where I'm coming from, for you to kind of transition over to the other side, there's certain things that you need to do. You need to conduct yourself in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? And whether you like it or not, money has to be spent. If you're trying to deal with a person that is worth millions, you can't go there looking like you're looking for peanuts. When I'm in the club, in a certain environment, drinks, all the good stuff for the client, right? When I actually come back with the bag, as Choma said, there's no complaints. So why the hell are we having the discussion now?
Why would I complain about you getting the bag? That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, but this is what it takes.
No, you can, first of all, you don't have to go to the club to woo a client. You can take them for dinner. You could go to a pub and have drinks, you and that client. And if you're going to go to the club, you can invite other guys, correct? You have friends, babe.
Don't mix business and pleasure.
But so why are women with you and your business partner?
Because that's not pleasure, that's business.
With women that you've selected, buff things that you've selected to put on your table.
Me.
Yeah, you're just, he's insulting me right now
So
because you can do stuff and I can't.
It's not for me.
Who are you speaking to?
It's not for me.
The one thing I have, Instagram, that is away from him, he wants to control that and police that. Like, I've lost out on a lot of deals. I don't even post as often because of Paul, and he's out here entertaining women. Like, Paul has a type. So if it's business, he should pick the type that the partner wants, right? So he's getting all his type on his table and he wants me to be happy with that. Excuse you.
So as far as you're concerned, just explain to me how you want him to treat you.
I would definitely say, I don't want to put a timestamp on like how.
Paul, let me reverse it now. Do you trust Chioma?
I do.
Really?
You do?
Yeah.
That's good.
So why can I not dance?
What are your...
No, you don't. You don't trust me, clearly.
So hang on. What are your feelings for Paul?
I'm in love with Paul. That's why I reached out to you, because I'm trying to save our relationship. I don't want it to get to a point where you realize what you've lost when it's too late, okay? That's not a threat. I'm just saying, because you need to understand that you're kind of being unfair to me, babe. And you have been for a while. And yeah, I love him and I kind of want to work through this, but I need him to understand and to kind of see what he's doing. And he doesn't see that.
Right. Paul, let me reverse it now. Do you trust Chioma?
I do.
Really?
You do?
Yeah.
That's good.
So why can I not dance then?
No. Look, it's not just the dancing. Look, you're trying to make it look like I'm nitpicking and it's the mentality, right? So look, social media, just to stick onto that for a second, right? Okay, let's look at a case scenario whereby she posts a picture, beautiful, right? Now, if she has a comment from a guy, love struck, then if she's liking and commenting on it, oh, thanks, hun, do you think that's necessary? Answer the question.
It does depend on the reasons why.
Oh, really?
No...
Okay. Would you do that in your relationship?
I don't think it's about my relationship.
No, but answer the question.
Okay, let's get to what I'm posting. I'm not posting my bum, and I'm not posting my breasts, or I'm not posting in provocative ways. I can post a selfie and a man can comment. Bearing in mind, yeah, this could be a man I don't know, or it could be one of my male friends. Paul would have an issue with that. I will hear headache. He will tell me to delete the comment. So why are you liking it? I am friendly by nature. So again, I'm on a platform as well. I don't want to appear snobbish. I don't think there is any insult to replying to a comment that somebody has done. Quite frankly, I feel like I get more attention from social media than I do Paul. And I feel as though subconsciously, that's probably what is affecting him, because he feels like, why are you giving my woman more love than I give her? Then how about you up your game?
At the end of the day, when you live with someone in the house, you've been with a person for a few years, obviously, it's not every second you're going to give them a compliment. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, on Instagram, if a person's there, chasing her down, then it's not like, okay, that makes me want to chase her down. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, you know, what's going on? I'm going to be a tiny bit triggered, if you know what I mean? Because I'm there, I can see it. It's blatant, it's in my face.
There's no reason for him to feel the way he feels. To me, that's a little bit controlling or borderline narcissistic. And I didn't get with him like that. He knew I was on social media before. He was one of the people liking my pictures. So now, I don't know what you want. Maybe lock me in a room. Maybe I don't post or start deleting my profile.
Let me take it from here. Okay. What I got from what you just said is you want to be tamed, right?
What?
No, hold on. I'm not going to do that. Do you understand? You leave that to someone else. But what I can tell you is that all of this, you posting and entertaining other guys, it's not going to get you far.
First of all, what are you saying?
No, I'm just saying, you know, I'm trying to be honest.
That's not going to get me far in our situation.
Because obviously, if you think about it, if you're now equivalating love on a love struck emoji on Instagram to real life love, you've already failed.
What stupid love, babe? What stupid love are you giving me, first of all? Because I'm not equating the love struck to love. I'm just saying that. For example, we could go out for dinner and I could wear a really nice dress. Paul would not say anything. He'll take the picture at the end of the evening and I can post in that dress and people will love the dress. All of a sudden, he'll say, oh, the dress is nice, but why are they commenting? Why are they doing this? Why couldn't you say it before? To me, it's like, he's probably upset because I get the attention that he's not giving me. Not that I'm equating it to love and I'm holding on to the love as if it's real. We know how social media is. It changes.
So, Paul, do you believe that you are giving CHIOMA the love that she wants, requires, likes?
We live together.
We're roommates.
But you know, you can be in a room full of people and be lonely.
That's not the case.
So, right. So when you're together in a room, you feel that that is giving her love.
100%.
And how do you feel about that?
That's wow, isn't it? Because it wasn't always like that. I don't know what's changed, but if you feel like that's giving me love, then that's fine. What can I say?
So yeah, I'm the provider in this relationship. And most of the time I do handle the finances. Would I say it's something that I learned?
So far, what do you guys think? Do you think being in a room with a group of persons is love? So if I'm in the room with you, am I loving you? Because I don't understand this guy. And their parents still alive, because let the parents... I understand CHIOMA, but our issues is that she doesn't understand that people like Paul are very territorial. But I get I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you met her on this platform. You met her doing this. So, and it was because of what she was showing on that platform. That's why you sent her a message to her DM that, sis, you know, now you don't want that. Okay, now. Anyways, I think we're going to stop here for today. Okay, let's finish the whole video, this whole episode 2. And I'm going to, if you're here to click on the like button, please do click on the like button and let us know what is going on. Why is she complaining about his job too? That's a good question. Why is she complaining about his job? Maybe she didn't know it would look like this. Maybe she was expecting, I don't even understand. And apparently they've been in a relationship for 3 years. So, and they just moved in together few months ago. That should be doing the whole, this thing. He doesn't have a job. Kenny, how do you know he doesn't have a job?
If we get married, then we'll think about things that I need to do. But for now, you need.
Vivian, New Year, love to have you join the family.
Tell him now what you'd like him to do.
I would like you to give me some love, like some affection. Acknowledge that I'm there. Do you know what I mean? Just, I don't know what to say because, yeah, I don't know. Just,
babe, you're taking a fucking piss, and you're laughing. Look, no. Now, okay. Out of everything that I've just said in terms of, the guy, her entertaining it on the emoji stuff, you're now telling her to ask me what she wants from me when she is the one that is ruining our brand.
Our brand. How is my Instagram got anything to do with you? No, tell me, because you met me on the Instagram. Did you build my platform? Yeah, straight away. It has nothing to do with him, and that's what he's too possessive over that account. Do you want it? Because it has nothing to do with you. If you maybe log me out and sign your name. If
Paul, fundamentally,
no, I need this one.
It's not yours. It's not. We don't have a brand. We're in a relationship. We don't have a brand. I'm Chioma, you're Paul. When they book me for things, they don't say, "Oh, by the way, post with Paul." It has absolutely nothing to do with you. So stay out of it.
Okay.
I feel like my Instagram knows.
Yeah. I've heard. Look.
Paul met me on Instagram. Can we deep that? Can we take that in? That he met me on this same platform he no longer wants me to post. This same platform that he doesn't like the way I carry myself was the same platform he came to me on. Is this making sense to anyone? Because I'm confused. He was in my DMs and now all of a sudden I should stop responding to them. He was in the comments, he was liking the pictures. Now he doesn't even follow me.
Let me give you a tiny bit of coaching now. There's a difference between a brand and a face of a brand, okay? Now, the guy behind the camera, that's the brand. Everything in front of it is the product.
So I'm the product. So you're selling me.
No. You're selling yourself. You're selling yourself. Now listen to this. Hold on. Now, I'm a creator, right? I work with creatives. And what we do is we work with different products.
Because you take pictures, you're now part of a brand. Do they pay you?
No.
When they email me, is your name in the email?
Let me finish.
I didn't think so.
Let me finish. What Chioma's not getting is that,
oh my gosh,
I'm speaking from a position of power. Do you understand? The position I'm in, I don't get stressed over, does my makeup look nice? Does my hair look nice? I don't have hair. Do you see where I'm coming from? Now, at the end of the day, this is really, really a waste of my time, but do you know what? Now, let me finish. Now, you fucking wasted my time today, right? Hold on.
Relax,
No.
because
I'm relaxed. Listen to what I'm saying.
Everyone's listening to you. You're the one shouting.
Listen to what I'm saying. Now, at the end of the day, there's a show, right? With every show, behind the show is the curtains.
You're not part of it.
I'm the one that's pulling the fucking strings.
You're not pulling any strings.
She can't see it.
You're not pulling any strings.
It's over her head.
You're taking pictures.
She sees skittles from the sky. She thinks it's natural.
No, excuse me.
But she doesn't know there's someone that's on top that's pouring the skittle.
This is getting nobody anywhere.
Exactly, and that's why the fuck I'm leaving this
something that you have nothing to do with?
You. Thank you and no thank you.
What are you claiming?
Can someone carry this equipment, please?
Where are you going?
Let him go.
Getting bullshit.
How else I've got what the? Do you see what I have to deal with?
So yeah, sorry, I've been talking. No, I know I'm muted. We're going to stop there for today. So practically, it's just trying to say, the brand, I say our YouTube channel, our Instagram page is the brand and is the power behind the Instagram page. Because I don't understand. How will you be snapping somebody picture? It's like somebody random snapping me a picture now. Oh, please take me a picture, and the person coming to meet me tomorrow and say, is the power in charge than the product? Baba is not serious. As the he really, why is he shouting? See, I don't even understand. Is the one point the skittles? Abi, how did he even use the accent? Just break up, do everyone. I agree with you, Chimakalu. They should just break up and everybody should go. See, she doesn't understand men like pop. That's our issue. IG was the market. He saw what he liked and took it. Now she doesn't want to be off the market, and Paul has a problem with it. Mike, I understand what you're saying, but she treats IG as a business, not as a personal page. Our Instagram page was not a personal page. It was like a business. It's like all these influencers. So it's not necessarily it's not that she was advertising herself to anybody. Of course, you can do that, but she was treating her business, or she's treating her business page, her Instagram page, as a business page. So yeah, I think you're right in a way. Like both of them, they don't understand each other, because she is treating her Instagram page as it's like me getting married today and I stop doing life. Why? Because my husband told me to stop doing life, or because he met me on Life Clue and is telling me, oh, stop doing life because I met you now on Life Clue, that you are off the market. My question to him would be, did I tell you that I started Life Clue because I wanted to be out of the market or in the market in the first place? So I think that's where she's having a problem with. Like, why would you expect me to stop? Chimakale, I think they are compatible, funny enough. Really? You really think they are compatible? You really think they are compatible? Wow. Sound was out, sorry. His last talk is trash. Like, you should make it make sense. It's your brand. Lafala, I get headaches, Ifoma. Stress and stress united as a couple. The point is that it knows what it pays for. That he knows that he pays for her lifestyle, and she offers nothing irreplaceable. She's trying to leverage all she can, but he sees past that. He also has a problem. He's too extra. Okay. Because that's true. She couldn't answer the whole question when he brought up the question of what do you bring to the table. She couldn't actually give a specific answer. She was just there saying something. Yes, you pay for some of my bills, you pay for some things for me, but not everything. And I pay for some bills. So please, sisters and brothers, bring something to the table, so that you won't meet man like Paul, who go kidnap yours. We go kidnap your husband. Please don't kidnap my husband, though. Anyways, of course, I trust he won't say that. He can't. So thank you guys so much. We are going to end the live show today. The full video to this will be linked down below, so you can check it out. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. And before we end up, what do you really think? What would be your advice to the couple? Like, do you think they should stay together, or do you think everybody should just go their separate ways? Someone should apologize to that therapist, as they should really need apology. She does. They need to apologize, especially that guy. It's so rude. Very, very rude. Like, I don't even care how you're treating the CHIOMA babe, but like, what is the therapist's business? If you don't want to come to therapy, you should have just said, I'm not interested in therapy, and she's not going to drag you there. Like, you don't have to force yourself to come, but why insulting her degree, insulting her as a person and her degree? Fermi said they should split as soon as possible. Deep or no deep? Break up, please. Yeah, I think that's the best. There's still more to this. There's still more episodes to this, so you can watch it. I'll link the full video down below. And maybe next week, since we do live twice in a month, but unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, this month has 5 Saturdays. So next week we are going to be having the live show, and we are going to be reacting to the other couple. We'll watch the other couple too. So join me next week again at the same time, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. So we'll do the same thing. Chimakalu says they should break up. Everybody agreed that they should break up. I also think they should break up. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And make sure you join us next week. Thank you, Chimakalu. Thank you, Ifoma. Ifoma, you actually have the way your thoughts are different, and I really do appreciate it, because I didn't even see it the way you're seeing it, but I agree with most of what you said. Thank you so much for joining. Chimakali says more on Chioma and Paul. Chioma and Paul. No, not on Chioma and Paul. There will be there are another set of couple. They call them Deborah and Jamel or something like that. So we're going to react to those ones. Thank you, Chimakalu. Why am I say Chioma? Chimakalu. Thank you, Kenny. That's Kendi. Thank you, Donies. Thank you, Maltida. Thank you, Ifoma. Thank you, Bilikisu. Thank you. I was about to say thank you, Life Q. Thank you, Donies. Thank you, Fermi. Thank you to everyone who called in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Maltida. And to everyone, if I'm unable to mention your name, I say thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it takes a lot to join us for this. Thank you to everyone. And thank you. I can't remember. There was one other lady, a Yoruba lady. Yes. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. I really do appreciate it. So see you guys next time, and make sure you click the like button and make sure you share this video to all your friends and family. So see you guys next week Saturday, same time. Love you. Bye. Mwah.